Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This time we're going to be going over the Pocket Pop keychains of Godzilla and Kong. Here we have the two keychains. These are Godzilla and Kong, the characters from the latest MonsterVerse film. I ordered these online for a very cheap price. I'll be going over the box on these. Yeah, we'll be going over these. You can see it says Godzilla, this is Kong, Pocket Pop keychain. It says Kong here, vinyl figure. Have the Hong Kong city, you have your orange lights and the choking hazard. It also says the same thing here. You get Hong Kong and then you get King Kong. And you can see it's obviously that famous render from Playmates and all these other companies in the logo. And you get the blue, very blue Godzilla. And on the back you have this. The bottom you have this, and on the top you have this. Now I'd go over both boxes, but they're literally just the same thing. The only difference is that you can see here it says Kong, here it says Godzilla. The same thing goes for the top. Kong, Godzilla. I open pops from the bottom. You can see here that's all you gotta do to open. You open the flaps up, and all you gotta do is open this figure up onto that. There you go, we got it out. You can see here we have some tape on the top of the top. And we can open the Kong up. Open the Kong. So here is the Pocket Pop. Going over the pop itself, you have the little ring right here on the top. It's very strong and firm. It's quite strong. Well, going over the sculpt, it's very reminiscent of the Pop Kong. You can see that's what's in the style of the pop itself. So you can see he has his eyes, except for some reason, instead of black, they are orange. I know many pops have different colored eyes, but it's interesting how his are orange, as you can see there. And you have his little mouth here. Great sculpt. And then you have his eyebrows. Then you have his chest and his 3 scars and his strong, muscular arms. You can see he's already ready for battle. And then you have the axe. You can see it's powered. Then you have the little stick bone, which is white, which looks nice. Then you have the bottom. And there's the head. Then there's the ears. And there's the back with, again, monkey butt and monkey back. You can see all the fur was nicely sculpted. They nicely sculpted the axe as well, and the bone itself. For paint, he's actually a dark brown, and interestingly enough, like the others, he has some light brown dry brushed on his chin, aka mustache. And you can see his pink-like scars, his orange eyes, his gray skin, the blue-powered axe. I think the axe looks beautiful. I think they did really good on it. Then pure white bone. I don't know if that's actually accurate. I think it should be a little more on the brown side. And you just have more of the dark brown over there. You can see here that the 10-inch jumbo-sized pop literally is just bigger than this little keychain. But if you want a size comparison, there it is. We'll get into size and comparisons when I have both of them out. But yeah, I think this Kong is really amazing. It looks so good and it's so detailed for such of its size. I think it's really nice. It's so beautifully detailed and it's a nice little pocket pop. So he's quite detailed as a pocket pop, in fact. And if I'm going to compare it to my other keychain pops when I get Godzilla out. So yeah, I really recommend this one. It looks amazing. Then gonna get Godzilla out. We're just gonna, yeah. Alright, we got Godzilla out. In terms of sculpt, well, again, before we go over that, the little ring is still the same thing. It's very strong and firm. And the Godzilla actually has a little more weight to it than the Kong does. Going over the sculpt, you can see here they got every single little scale done. That's interesting and amazing. They did it for the fur, but with the scales here, it just pops out more. Like, Jesus Christ, there's so much detail in this. And you see the arms, the beautiful little chubby arms. And they did the chubby legs. See, they kind of look like raptor legs, if I'm going to be honest. They're kind of going back. And the feet, small toe, medium toe, then big toe. I actually like how they did that. You can see his gills over here on the side. They look like they blend in with the scales, but yeah, these ones on the side here are his gills. But on the other side, you can't actually see them, but although that's unfortunate. You have the face here, the beautiful little chubby face. This is my first time seeing one in hand. Then they have the teeth, which they individually sculpted, and the tongue. They didn't individually paint each tooth, but it still looks fine. It looks like it's chibi model. Then you have his chest, which is interesting, although accurate though. You have some stuff on the thing there. And then you can see his big tail, which coils around him. Then you can see all the little scales on his tail, and then his foot, and then the other side, which just has the same amount of scales and detail. I think they did a great job on that. You have his tail, spines, I meant to say, and his spines, which aren't accurate. These ones aren't accurate like other figures, but they do look nice. In terms of paint, he's kind of this gray with a hint of black, just a bit though, but he's purely this bluish like gray, and you can see a few blacks on here were either dry brushed or were put under here. And then he has a few browns and grays, specifically on his legs and the top of his head, and then the tail here, which does have some of the greenish brown, and then the leg, but for some reason it stops, and under the tail we do get a gray dry brush with black, but before that we do get a few browns and greens on his chest and neck. Then as for his eyes, unlike Kong's, they're just pure black. His teeth are a yellowish white with a very bright pink mouth. In my opinion, it's way easier to stand Godzilla than Kong, but that could just be because his tail is wrapped around, keeping him on the ground, and because he weighs more. So it could be that. As to why Godzilla's tail is wrapped around that, many of the pops do this, but my theory is so that they'll actually fit in the boxes and their packaging, and this isn't the first figure to do so. I've had other pocket pops and pops in general with either small tails or tails wrapped around them so that they can actually fit in the packaging, so I can see why they did this to Godzilla, especially him, since this incarnation does have quite a long tail. And here it is with my other pocket keychains. The only other ones I have are these two aliens and the original alien. I don't have many pocket keychains, but now I have this mini Godzilla and Kong, and you can see here that surprisingly Kong and Godzilla are actually kind of smaller than both of these aliens, which is interesting. I'm gonna say the mini Playmates figures, those are the tiniest, but these pocket keychains, somehow they get even smaller. As you can see, they're actually smaller. I don't know how they were able to get smaller, but they are quite small, as you can see. Even the mini Playmates tower over them. And here's a size comparison with a few other figures. So yeah, guys, that was the review for these little pocket pop keychains. I think these are amazing. These are tiny but packed with quite a lot of detail and paint, and they honestly look amazing. Tell me what you guys think about these in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye.